from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he's not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Prescott to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Tua. Complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them.
The short touchdown, Dolphins! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down, and it's Pollard again. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Pollard going to try the right side. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Play action now, Prescott. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, They know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Right back to him on first. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 7-7, our score after one. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Dolphins at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Here we go. Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes, right side. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Ready.
From the 24, Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Finding space at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Ready.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Neville Gallimore on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott dancing to his left. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
22 middle.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he powers his way up past the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You tell us.
Now Tua. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion But give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
Green jack.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some space here. And all the way down to the 9. 116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Prescott now. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
He's taken down at the 34-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Pollard again. A credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Prescott steps away to his left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 136 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done, but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Fast pass outside complete, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On play action, Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Fourth down, Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Throwing, Prescott steps away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. T. Higgins from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, freeze! You don't blow it. Red, yellow. Ready.
Tua going to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
560.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to work. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Here's Pollard. A little juke. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Dallas, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take